Good morning. In the earlier class, we discussed about ancient economic thought. Among these, we learned Greek economic thought. And also, we discussed the concept of Plato. Today, we can discuss about the concept of ideas of Aristotle. He lived during 384 to 322 BC. He laid the foundation of economics. He laid the foundation of economics. He was also the first analytical economist. He was considered as the first analyst in the economics. He was a Greek philosopher, student of Plato, and teacher of Alexander the Great. He was the student of Plato. He was a Greek philosopher and he was a teacher of Alexander the Great. His ideas expressed in politics and ethics. He expressed his ideas in his book Politics and Ethics. His ideas, his major economic ideas are as follows. Firstly, we can study about the concept, the state. According to Aristotle, the state is like a family and village. According to Aristotle, the state is like a family and the village. The village grows out of the number of households. And finally, the state came into existence. If many households are living in an area, then there will form a village. Suppose 10 or 20 households are living in a particular area and they can form a village. And if these villages are growing together, and they can form a state. So, states are emerging from the villages. The aim of the state is promotion of good life. Aristotle expressed his view as the aim of state is promotion of good life. In ideal state, there would be rulers and ruled. In a model state, there would be rulers and ruled. Who are the ruled? Here, ruled means local people. These rulers are classified into military class, statesman, magistrate, priest. Militaries that we know. Statesmen are those who are working for the activities of the state. Magistrate, that also we already heard the term. And priest means purohit. Then ruled consists of farmers, craftsmen and laborers. So, states are divided into different class as military, craftsman, magistrate, priest. Among these, ruled consist farmers, craftsmen and laborers. Then next concept is exchange. Aristotle explained next concept is private property. Plato advocated community property. Plato advocated community property. Aristotle strongly recommended for private property. Plato emphasized for community property, but here is difference. Aristotle recommended for private property. He states private property is more productive than community property and hence it promotes progress in the village. Private property will provide peace and pleasure to the owner. It will promote moral goodness among citizens. If property under the control of the public or government, for such property no one have any responsibility as per the idea of Aristotle. He strongly recommended for private property. He state private property is more productive. It will give peace and pleasure to the owner. It will promote moral goodness among citizens. The next concept is slavery. Slavery was common system during this time in Greece. That concept also discussed in the ideas of Plato. Slavery was common system during that period. He also promoted slavery. Then economics. Aristotle considered economics is household management. It leads to development of village and thereby state. Aristotle considered economics is household management. It leads to development of village and thereby state. The next concept is money. Money as a medium of exchange and also money has a store of value. These we have not elaborate this idea because these functions of money is already studied in the macroeconomics. At that time, money as they considered money as a medium of exchange and also money has a store of value. Then next concept is exchange. Aristotle explains natural form of exchange and unnatural form of exchange. Natural form of exchange is management of household and meant for satisfaction of men's natural wants. Unnatural form of exchange aims at monitoring gains. He discussed two types of exchange, natural form of exchange and unnatural form of exchange. Natural form of exchange is management of household and they are undertaking this exchange for just for their satisfaction. It is only natural process. Suppose we are giving anything to our friends or neighbors, that is considered as natural. Then unnatural form of exchange aims at only to make money. If we are selling anything to others to get money, that is unnatural form of exchange. The next one is value. Next concept is value. Values of two types, that is value in use and value in exchange. Suppose if we have any things in our house and we are using that things, that is considered as value in use. And if these things are exchanging to others, from that exchange we will get value in exchange. So Aristotle states value have two types, value in use and exchange. If we are using anything, from that we will get value in use. And if we are exchanging that things to others, from that we will get value in exchange. The next concept is interest, vatti. Then interest, he was, according to Aristotle, it is a prohibited one. He was against interest. So the major ideas of the Aristotle are: he was a Greek philosopher, student of Plato, teacher of Alexander the Great. He explained the concept of state. State is like a family and the village. If the villages are grows out, then the state also came into existence. The aim of state is only for the promotion of good life. State is classified into rulers and ruled. Then he described private property. He strongly recommended for private property for maintaining peace and pleasure to the state. Then he described slavery. Slavery also existed in that time, so he supported slavery. Then economics is considered as household management. It leads to development of village and state. Then money. That time functions of money are medium of exchange and has a store of value. Then value exchange are in two types: natural exchange and unnatural. Value are in two types: in use and in exchange. Last concept, interest. Then he was against interest. Last concept is feminism. Women are normally subordinated to men. Male is superior and female is inferior. The earlier class we studied, Plato gave equal power both men and women, but Aristotle considered male is superior, men are superior and females are inferior. So women are normally subordinated to men. That was the concept regarding feminism. Then next, economic thought. Medieval economic thought. We studied ancient economic thought. The prominent ideas of Plato and Aristotle were studied under ancient economic thought of Greek. The next topic is medieval economic thought. This period is considered as 470 AD to 1453 AD. It is considered as the period of medieval age. During this period, economic ideas were influenced by custom. Custom means our culture and our habitual process and traditions of German society. There was complete freedom of opinion. There was complete freedom of opinion. People have their own opinion. The early economic thought was influenced by moral teachings of Christianity. The early economic thought was influenced by moral teachings of Christianity, that is brotherhood. Brotherhood means that is affection between all people like brothers. Then equality, no slavery, etc. are followed during that system. Then later, social order was characterized by the division of society. The early period, people have equal power, all them have power of opinion, freedom of opinion. They followed teachings of Christianity, love between all people, equalities, no slavery, etc. But later period, social system were changed. It is characterized by the division of society into lord. Lord means those who have more land. And serfs. Serfs means farmers, tenants. It leads to feudal system. So in the later period, they followed feudal system, feudalism. In the medieval economic thought, we have to study about the concept of St. Thomas Aquinas. St. Thomas Aquinas. He was the most important single writer who was responsible for the development of medieval economic thought. He was the most important single writer who was responsible for the development of medieval economic thought. He has been called as Prince of Scholastic or Schoolmen. He was called as a Prince of Scholastic or Schoolmen. Prince of Scholastic or Schoolmen. That means he combined the teachings of Christianity and philosophy of Aristotle. So he had developed a science with the combination of Christianity teaching and ideas of Aristotle. Therefore, he has been called as a Prince of Scholastic or Schoolmen. Then his major economics ideas are, first one, just price. Just price. Price has exchange value. Price has exchange value. If you are giving price to anyone, he will, I have not meant debt. If we are giving price to any seller, that seller will give any product to us. So price has exchange value. It should include cost of production, which usually covers labor, risk and carriage charge. To sell a thing for more than it is worth was regarded as immoral. To sell a thing for more than its worth has regarded as immoral. That we know in the time of inflation, sellers are charging more price for a less product. That is considered as immoral, not a good process. Immoral means not a good one. So he strongly against the immorality. He only favored morality because he followed the teachings of Christianity. Then his next concept is usury. He condemned usury. He condemned usury. He was against usury because Christianity was not the supporter of interest. Jesus said, lend freely, hoping nothing thereby. Jesus said, lend freely. If we are giving money for debt as a debt, we should lend freely. We should not hope any return from that. Here, usury means interest. So, he was strongly against usury. The next one is individualism. Persons have freedom to take economic decision. Persons have freedom to take economic decision. People have their own freedom. The next concept is division of labor. He considered, St. Thomas Aquinas considered all occupations were valuable. They are equal. Then next concept is private property. They have right to acquire private property, but it should use in the interest of community. He states, people have right to purchase property, but it should keep the interest of community, society also. It should not be against the interest of the society. If people are purchasing building or land or whatever may be, it should not be against the interest of local people. The next concept is trade. Trade, they conducted internal and international trade. They conducted trade within the country and outside the country. The next concept is state. State has to perform many important functions such as maintenance, building of road, providing good system of coinage, eliminate poverty, maintenance of law and order, etc. State here, state means government, has to perform many important functions such as maintenance and building of road, providing good system of coinage. Coinage means money, coin, rupees. Then eliminate poverty, should control poverty. Then maintenance of law and order in the country. We can compare the system. Now we have no good money system. Now inflation is very high. So it should be controlled. Then eliminate poverty. Poverty should control. Now the poverty is increasing. Then maintenance of law and order. Now in the country there is no good laws and order. So during that system they followed the teachings of Christianity and Aristotle. So these are the major ideas of St. Thomas Aquinas. His concepts are, first one, just price. He favored a normal price. If any seller charged high price for the product, it is considered as immoral. Then usury is strongly against interest. Then individualism give complete freedom to individuals. Then division of labor, all occupations are considered as valuable and equal. Then any people can purchase and own land or property, but it should not against the interest of local people. Then they were held national trade and international trade. Then he also explained about the state and functions of the state. Okay, thank you.